coming. It's coming.
Good afternoon, lunch and learners. Thank you for being here with Coach Cecilia and Coach Juan and myself, Coach Bruce. Welcome. This is episode 29. It is May 17th, 2023, the only May 17th, 2023 you'll ever have. And we have an episode on accountability for you guys today. And Coach Cecilia is starting us off. And she was here. Where did she go?
She is here.
Hey! Coach Cecilia, take it away.
Okay, so let me talk a little bit about what is accountability. And we care from accountability that is an important priority of life of all truly successful individuals. In fact, accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. The importance of accountability becomes multiplied when you become actively engaged in this thinking into results program. Because the change in behavior that is required when pursuing worthy ideas, goals that really stretch you is so great.
Thank you.
So, in other words, saying that accountability is the commitment that we made for something and when we made it happen. And it really becomes, our results multiply. Shows up because the steps we take when we are accountable and we are responsible for what we are committed to. If we have an interest in developing, in doing something, a project, we need one requirements and is accountability. It's important in life, in every aspect of your life. Your social life, your personal life, your economic, your romantic life, everything you need accountability. Some people are still working on that. We're working on that every day. When you cannot commit to something, then you just have to accept that commitment that you failed and start a new one from there, recommit, and that's everything is free. Everything in your space is clear and beautiful. When you commit something that you cannot keep in your word. But remember, we talked about yesterday that your word made your world. And accountability is a form of expression of what you say. So when you are accountable, you would like to share with your people what are you committing to something and keep your word to the best of your ability. If you're not able to do it, just acknowledge and start all over. Nothing wrong with when we have a problem that we cannot commit. But in order to change what you want in life, you need to start changing the behavior. And to change the behavior, accountability is a requirement number one. When I create a new life, start being accountable. Be your word. Create your world with your word.
Thank you, Coach Cecilia. You gave our viewing audience a lot of material to think about. Hopefully they'll spend time watching this and reviewing it so that they can get more out of what you said. So I'm going to take the second part and the paradigm attempting to prevent you from making the necessary change that you want, that you said you want, is so strong that without an irrevocable commitment, self-discipline, and ongoing accountability, you will never realize the good that you are seeking. So that's the reason for accountability. And you have a difference to make out in the world, guys and gals. So don't be afraid of accountability. Don't be afraid of taking on an accountability partner. Coach Juan, bring us home.
Yes. Thank you. And I love this last part. This comes from Sandy Gallagher. I love Sandy. She's awesome. She's amazing. And I got the opportunity to meet Sandy and Bob at one of their events, and I was able to take one of them pictures with them. So yes, I'm super excited about this, guys. So accountability closes the gap between intention and results. You know, today I'm thinking about the last relationship that I had. I think we had the relationship for about 7 years. Then towards the end, we lost that accountability that we had with each other. And that's when things start going south. So I think that transparency has a lot to do with accountability, not just with your partners in a relationship, but with the people that you associate with. You could include this in your work and your business and let's say you have a sports team or whatever. Accountability. Let's say you're running a team and those people that you're coaching never show up to the practice. What are they accountable to? Then game day comes and you want to perform the best that you can. You want to win the championship, but you're not showing up to practice. Where's your accountability in that practice? And that goes with everything that we do. It goes with our coaches. It goes with our what I want to say this. It goes with our clients. If we're not accountable to our clients, if I'm not accountable to my coaches here on this team, then things are not going to work out. We always had a lot of opportunity. For instance, there was this one opportunity previous to this lessons that we're doing here that I had the opportunity to choose or reject an offer that I went to work with somebody else. And I was having trouble connecting to the internet and doing our show here because I decided not to be accountable to the rest of the team that day. You know what? After I made after that day, I decided never to miss my lunch and learn hour with you guys. And I'm not saying that I'm glued to. What's that?
We got to meet your cousin.
Yeah, you got to meet my cousin, but I wasn't accountable to the rest of our audience here. And that was, for me, that was a learning experience at the moment.
That's great.
And we have a comment from somebody here. I'm going to bring it up here on the screen. Let's see.
Yeah, please.
It's in Spanish. So let's see if Ceci can read this.
Rafael González manda saludos de Los Ángeles. Gracias por aportar. So Rafael González say hello from the angels. And say thank you for your support or your contribution.
Yes, contribution.
Thank you, Rafael.
Maybe you want to say something, accountability in Spanish for Rafael, Ceci.
Rafael,
En español.
Oh, Rafael, en accountability para mí es muy importante porque me hace ser más responsable y más enfocada en lo que quiero en la vida. Para eso necesito una dedicación exclusiva, necesito unos objetivos y necesito una disciplina diaria para responder con el objetivo que quiero lograr, el cambio que quiero lograr en mi vida. Entonces la accountabilidad es muy decisiva y es lo que acuerdo a esto dice aquí, Sandy Gallagher said, es lo que une la intención con los resultados. Si hay lo que falta, si hay una intención y hay resultados, so what is in the middle should be accountability. Es la que tiene que estar en la mitad para resolver y para ayudarte a ser responsable y lograr lo que quieres en la vida. Es un factor decisivo para lograr lo que quieres en la vida. Es una prioridad en la vida, en todas las áreas de nuestra vida, en la vida personal, la vida romántica, la vida social, lo que tú quieras, necesitamos compromiso. Creo que la palabra mejor para español, un compromiso. Mira.
I would like to be accountable to our English-speaking audience too. Well, thank you for welcoming our Spanish-speaking audience, but that's not, I feel like, our promise. Our promise started that this is an English-speaking, so we don't want to take too much time away from our English speakers.
And that is called accountability.
Thank you.
Yes. When Ceci was sharing that, I saw that accountability has a lot to do with integrity. I don't think you could do one without doing the other. I know yesterday we talked a little bit about integrity, but if you tie both of those together, accountability and integrity go together hand in hand. That's what I'm thinking right now.
So, Coach Juan, you've been very generous. You started talking about your last relationship that you said was 7 years or 9 years?
Yes.
7?
Yes, 7.
what in terms of accountability you think got lost towards the end?
That transparency, because we were super transparent with each other. We told everybody, like each other, everything that we did throughout the day. We shared the plans, our goals, everything that we wanted to do in life. And you know what, towards the end, like I saw that we're losing that connection, and we started losing it because we were not being accountable to each other. I stopped sharing like some of the stuff that I was doing, stopped sharing some of the stuff that she was doing. And we kind of like, I saw that it was, we were falling apart from each other in a bunch of different ways. But when there's no transparency, there's no trust in the relationship, and you're not really working towards the same goal, then one person's going to the right, another person's going to the left. So there's really no more commitment at that point.
I really appreciate your vulnerability. You know, yesterday's episode, I felt like Cecilia and I were working on seeing each other in that profound way. And sometimes when we live together, we can't take people for granted. You know, we assume that person understands what I'm thinking. She assumes I understand what she's thinking. And little by little, we can grow apart. So to be accountable, you guys have suggestions?
I mean, accountability, that means you're in or you're out. I mean, you can't be half in the shower and half out the shower. Either your one leg's gonna get showered and the rest of the body's gonna be dirty, or you're either in or you're out. So you need that's what accountability is. Let's say you're gonna go for a drive and you're halfway in the car, you're halfway out the car. You're either gonna get in the car or you're gonna stay on foot.
Did you have a suspicion that you guys were drifting apart?
Yes.
And was it black or white, all or none?
What's that?
Was it black or white, all or none? Or was there an opportunity to have like a brainstorming conversation with no right, no wrong, just throwing out ideas about what can we do to bring more intimacy?
I think there could have been that option, but we didn't really work on that. So I mean, for me, towards the end, it was like either black or white. You're either in or you're out. And I made the wisest decision. I'm out. Yeah, because I'm not willing to live the rest of my life in a toxic relationship that's really not gonna go anywhere for me. So I was like,
I think all of us come to that sort of come to Jesus moment. It's like, I'm not getting my needs met, and she's not communicating with me. I'm not communicating with her. I think even good marriages, good relationships come to those moments.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a moment to take a look at ourselves and say, what am I waiting for? Why am I no longer introducing, hey, I think we're at a crisis moment. We need to reconnect. And I know for myself, it's like, oh, she's not going to appreciate it. She's going to assume that we understand. She doesn't see that I'm sort of desperate over here. I'm not feeling as connected as I would like to. And I don't want to seem needy. I don't want to seem like the guy who doesn't know how to just go about his own business. But if I care about the relationship, I'm like, I think it's okay to be vulnerable here and say, hey, I think something's missing and I'd like to have a conversation.
Yes. Very, very, the communication is key in a relationship, in your business, and your teams, and everything that you do in life. So guys, thank you for your time. We're gonna wrap it up here. We got about 40 seconds. Ceci, is there anything you want to say within 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah. So I'll say that accountability is decided by your commitment, your self-discipline, and your ongoing spirit and communication.
Yes. So guys, thank you for being part of this Lunch and Learn Hour with you. We're super joyful when we come on here live and do these lessons here with you guys, and we want to hear from you guys. What is it that you guys want us to talk about on this Lunch and Learn Hour? We want some suggestions as well, and But we'll be back on Friday. Remember, we don't do lunch and learn on Thursday, but we'll be back on Friday. So thank you guys for your time. Till next time. Bye-bye.
So you're gonna be accountable to be with us next Friday. Hello, you're there. Be
Yes, thank
accountable,
you.
Okay. Thank